just notice this. It spells the word who, H-O-O, because that's where we are, the Who Zoo. So it spells the word who. It's basically a bug hotel. So just here is a sensory forest, and there's lots of different boxes in the trees for the different animals. Hopefully the signal won't go, so I'll try and explain as much of it as I can. So there's quite a few nest boxes on the trees in here. One's for hedgehogs, one's for badgers, and of course there's owls. So you've got like barn owls, tawny owls and things. So you've got a European hedgehog that you'll find in here, European badger that you'll find in here, and as you can see on that tree bark there, it says hedgehog nest box. If I turn the camera around, you've got tawny owl nest box, you've got a bird nest box, as you can see there. So you've got bird nest box, and then you've got tawny owl nest box. So there's lots of different ones. And there's just interesting facts, like badgers, for example, they share their nests with rabbits and foxes. And then apparently, you might not know this, but in England, in the UK, there are like 16 to 18 different species of bats. So if you're not into bats, that's fine. Not everybody likes them, but you've got like 2 or 3 bat nest boxes here in the trees. And it also shows you the benefits of having bats around. They are an important part of the ecosystem. They help grow forests, spread seed for fruits, and control pests that damage crops. So they do have their benefits, don't they? And of course the well-known saying, blind as a bat, has a whole new meaning. It says a small percentage of blind people can use echolation, which is what an autistic person does, where they basically can repeat things just randomly. But interestingly, as it says on this thing, on this information here, it says the UK is home to 18 species of bat, and 4 of them live here at the Who Zoo. So the different bats that you can get are the common pipistrelle, the soprano pipistrelle, the noctule bat, the brown long-eared bat, the Dorbenton's bat, the Natterer's bat, the whiskered bat, the Brandt's bat, the greater horseshoe bat, and the lesser horseshoe bat. And they all play a role, and you can scan the QR code down there. So if you're watching this video, you can scan the QR code on there and read the information about these bats. But they've got 4 of them living here at the Who Zoo, so hence these bat boxes that are on the trees. But if you live in Scotland, these pipistrelles are very good, because it says that they primarily eat insects, midges and moths. And I know Scotland has a massive problem with midges during the summer particularly. So they're probably the bat that you would want to have in your area, because they eat midges. So, and there's a very rare bat there that apparently hunts during the day, and that's the noctule bat. And they are often seen in an evening, and they're found in woodlands. So there you go, there's some information there. And another bat that eats midges is the Dorbenton's bat as well, because it says that they're found near water, such as rivers, lakes and ponds. It says, and they feed on insects that fly close to water, including midges and caddis flies. So they do have a purpose. They do have a purpose. The lesser horseshoe bat is highly sensitive to human disturbance and can be tricky to spot, so you'd have to be very quiet. But the pipistrelle, if you live in Scotland, they're the ones you want, because they will eat midges. I know it can be a past. But yeah, so it's interesting that they do have their purpose. So if you ever visit the Who Zoo, pay a visit to this sensory forest. It's literally near where the raccoons are, the capybaras are down there. You go to the right or the left. And then you've got the Land Rover Safari, you've got the Wolf Woods over here, and you've got Jurassic World and the Land of the Beasts and the Wallaby Forest, which I'm going to go through in a minute. So it's 2:15. So in the last 3 hours, I've done a lot of video footage. Managed to see the porcupines, managed to see the meerkats. So yeah, so this is the sensory forest. So there's lots of information boards like on these trees here. Where you can read the information like there about badgers. And of course the different coloured leaves on the trees, they're changing colour at the moment, as you can see up there. So it's well worth visiting this sensory forest, because they've added quite a few new things since I last came here in March with these information boards, and you always learn something. It's good if you homeschool children, because you could bring them on a school trip. It's not a problem if you home educate kids. That's always a good thing. Gets them closer to creation, if you believe in that thing. Gets you closer to animals, to nature, and you learn a lot of interesting facts about animals, about insects, and basically why they are necessary to our world. But it's worth watching my videos, because I like coming here. It's therapy, gets me out the house with everything that's been going on. Because I did mention it on a video the other day. Well, I mentioned it on social media, but I might not have said it on a video. But I've had my mum in hospital the last week, but she's home now. She was home on Sunday, but she was in hospital last week with gallstone problems and other things. So, and that's within 2 weeks of coming back from the cruise, because tomorrow it's 3 weeks since we came back. So it's been traumatic, really, the last couple of weeks. But to come away to a place like this for a few hours and just do some videos and even see the capybaras, which I love seeing, it just really takes your mind off things that go on. So, as I say, come to places like this, bring your kids, bring your family. It's just outside Telford, so if you live in Stafford, it's easy because you just get the A518 and you just basically turn off at the Clock Tower roundabout, which is about a mile from here. And then you can go left for Stafford, right for Telford. You can go to Shrewsbury, Whitchurch, you can go to Cannock, so it's very easy to get here. But we're going to head up to the Wallaby Forest now, and do some footage up there, because apparently they've had some babies. So we're going to have a walk up there now, go back past the raccoons, and then just head up that way, because I will see the capybaras before we put them to bed. So I'll just turn the camera around so you can see where I'm walking now. Just remember to subscribe at Cosmos25 to the channel. So they're building a new enclosure here. I don't know what's going to go in here. Again, we don't know until next year, probably, or later on next year. It's the lemur walkthrough. Bintuong now. Oh, they're walking about now. They weren't walking about last time. You can actually walk back up here. So that's a good idea. Save me going back that way. There's a Bintuong in here. Oh yeah, there he is. Look. He's walking up that post. There he is. Rob Baston's just had one of these animals. A Bintuong. It's a Palawan Bintuong. They're often stolen from pet trade. Their droppings are collected and used in coffee. I don't like the sound of that, or even the taste, actually. I'm sure it's a nice coffee, but I don't like coffee. It's walking up there somewhere. That takes you back into the forest where I've just come through. So you can walk back through there and just get back to the Wolfwoods and things like that. Hopefully we'll get another view around here of the Binturong, because he's going up and down that post at the moment. He was asleep earlier, so he's obviously woke up now a bit.